Hi, welcome everybody. It's Mike Newton down here at Latham Golf Academy. We've got a brand new product to review for you today, and it's PXG, and it's the new 0311ST iron. So we are seeing a super premium tour blade iron, milled, going through a 5 forging process. So there's a little bit to talk about this. Looks absolutely stunning. So we're going to review it. We've got GC quad on the floor as always. So we're going to provide you some numbers, obviously my personal feedback on the looks and the feel of this golf club, and we're going to talk a little bit about the price, because this is carrying a pretty hefty price tag. Okay, so PXG 0311ST iron. So this is what they are calling their super taut blade iron. And first instincts, it looks absolutely stunning. It's got a beautiful sort of satin finish on the head. It's got the unique sort of PXG sort of screws in the back that they're very sort of renowned for. We've seen that in the other models. There's a mixture of titanium and tungsten in there, so we'll talk a little bit about that. 100% milled, and it's going through a 5-step forging process to really tighten that grain structure in the actual head for your purest of feels and playability. So let's get straight into hitting some shots here. So I've got a 7 iron. It's lofting in at 33 degrees of loft, so more of that traditional sort of lofting. And initial instincts, you put that down by the golf ball, it sits absolutely beautifully. You've got that sort of small compact squat head, a little bit of offset, but not a lot by any means, sort of medium to thinnish sort of top line. So it's more of that smaller profile, and I think they were probably lacking this in the range. You know, we've got the T, which is the tour model, which is a little bit chunkier looking than this, bit big on that sole. So I think they were sort of crying out to have this as an offering. But yeah, it looks superb behind the golf ball. So let's get this first one hit and see how this feels. Oh, and that feels absolutely beautiful. What a beautiful ball flight there. Feels really nice. Nice little opening shot there. So I've got myself set out about 175 from the flag. And that feels superb. The cue sticks there, the feel off the club face felt really nice. Okay, so that was a bit low on the club face. It's flown pretty well there. It's just come up a fraction short. Wasn't the greatest of strikes there, to be honest. Just working maybe a little bit of forgiveness in there. So we'll talk about a super taut blade, which sounds like, oh my God, this is going to be really, really small, very, very tough to hit. But it's not as small as maybe what I initially thought it would be. Obviously it's more in that compact head shape there, but we've got these sort of screws in the back. So we've got the 3 screws in the center section there are titanium. It's obviously a lighter material, and then the 2 screws in the heel and the toe are tungsten. So that's going to split some weight into that heel and toe section. Clearly that's going to work a little bit on helping of that stability, maybe just on those slight mishits, create a little bit less twisting, and obviously fine tune that sort of ball flight that we're sort of maybe wanting to sort of see from this type of iron. Lovely ball flight again. Just carrying to that front edge, looks to be stopping pretty quick there. So the height of it, as you'd expect from that sort of loft, 33 degrees, you're going to get a nice high towering flight with a lot of stopping power when that comes into land. You know, spin, 33 degrees of loft. If I've got it sort of in around that sort of 6,000 mark, I'm going to be sort of happy with that type of spin in terms of as it comes in. You've given me that ultimate sort of control. So the material that PXG are using here, it's an 8620 soft carbon steel, which then goes through a 5-step forging process to really tighten the structure and the grain in the actual head to give a sort of really consistent and really sort of high quality sort of feel to the product. Then after that, it's then 100% milled. So obviously every single curve, every single sort of shaping, size of the head, leading top edge sole on every single iron is identical. So there's no discrepancies anywhere here. Every iron head is going to be coming out exactly the same. So a lot of precision going into this iron. And that's probably where the sort of price tag comes from. I mean, these aren't cheap. These are going to be coming in at £680 per an iron. So I know you're going to probably pause the video now and start commenting down below about the price. It is in that high end. Now, obviously, that's more for you. If you want to decide to pay that, that's your decision. But, you know, so it is in that, obviously, ultimate premium price tag. Feels superb. I mean, don't get me wrong, that feels amazing. You know, the sound, the feel through the sort of head, through the shaft, into the hands, it just feels really pure. So the options available in the ST iron is a 3-iron all the way through to pitching wedge. So we're seeing some pretty decent lofting in here. The pitching wedge coming in at 47 degrees, 7-iron as I say is 33 degrees. So some true sort of lofting throughout that set, but 3-iron available all the way through to pitching wedge. Beautiful. That's really nice. Really enjoy hitting that. I'm pretty consistent there, accuracy wise, very, very nice. Okay, right, so there's about shots hit with the ST iron. Let's go and look at some numbers and see how that iron is performing. Okay, so quickly just having a look at the dispersion rings there. You can see quite a nice little tight sort of dispersion there, hitting all of those shots hitting the greens there, which was good. Clearly you can just see that one will cut a little bit thin. You can see that ball flight, just the low one, but obviously the other strikes were pretty much through those same sort of window. So looking into the sort of numbers a little bit more detail. So looking into the numbers a little bit more detail there. So you see you've got ball speed 120, see that second shot there at 115 just dropped off. I cut that quite low in the face, probably bottom couple of grooves there. So that obviously just dropped the ball speed a little bit, as you'd expect on that type of iron. Obviously lowering the launch and that coming out a bit lower. So looking at spin on average there at 6420, so a little bit in that higher sort of bracket. I mean, if I get rid of that second shot, which was quite a poor strike, I'll just disable that from the numbers so you can see the averaging spin at 6,600, so loads of stopping power with that. We've got peak height 35 yards, so it's lovely high towering flight. Obviously for a better player there, it's easier to manipulate ball flight in terms of you want to hit it lower, you know, adjustments through ball position, how you're going to sort of control the loft through impact. It's easier to sort of knock a ball flight down than it is to actually try and hit it higher. So the fact that it's coming in nice and high, and obviously descent angle's coming in at 48 degrees, it's got loads of stopping power, that particular spin. So carry distance there at 169 on average, so you're looking from like 166 to 171. Obviously in those better hits there, that thinny one, obviously 164 there, but some really sort of tidy numbers there. Okay guys, so there we go. There's the premium super tall blade there, the 0311ST iron from PXG. It's a high price point. It's obviously not going to be everybody's cup of tea and going to fit in everybody's budget. It's probably one of the most expensive irons I've ever come across, but that is the price tag. If again, it's entirely up to you what you do with more your money, how you spend it, but obviously you're going to comment down below, let me know your thoughts on that price tag. Does it feel as good as, say, another premium forged iron, much less cost in terms of money? I don't know, probably not, but it does feel very, very good. So if you want to buy into the, obviously PXG as a brand, maybe go through their fitting process, which is obviously very good, and obviously looking at the materials they use and the process that this going through, there's clearly some extra costs involved in producing this type of iron, and these won't be readily available. These will be quite a premium sort of iron. So let me know your thoughts. As always, do comment down below. Appreciate you watching the video. As always, if you haven't subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button, ring that bell for future notifications. Any future videos, you'll be one of the very first ones to watch it. Hopefully you can hook up on the social media platforms, both Instagram and Twitter, and hopefully we'll catch up with you all very soon.